The NFL stands for not for long.
Set, Sharga and Armstead. Roll out, Walker still running out. Looks to the left, wide open, Thompson touchdown. Colin Thompson with the touchdown. There was nobody within 20 yards of him.
What a catch off the bobble. Colin Thompson scoops it up.
Lofting corner, the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. The first NFL touch for Colin Thompson is a score.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Colin Thompson Show. That's me. I'm solo today. My partner in crime, Jack Connell, is mowing a lawn or doing a Ross Tucker podcast, or who knows what Jack, maybe out for a walk. Now, Jack's fantastic. Our entire team here and Not For Long Media is awesome. Thank you guys so much for your hard work. Appreciate everybody tuning in. As you guys know here, everything we do here is brought to you by our friends over at the original Fudge Kitchen, fudgekitchens.com, shipping fudge and sweet treats across the country. They've been sponsored. They've been backing us now for years. Honestly, we've been so blessed to work with them because the product's fantastic. They've been doing 50 plus years of service. Again, go online, ship it right to your door, send it to a friend for a gift, someone's birthday, something along those lines. Hook someone up, mix it up, go with the fudge, go with the saltwater taffy. Like I said before, many times before, the chocolate covered pretzels are insane. Don't buy a ton of them. Buy boxes and boxes and boxes of them. Not just a ton of them, excuse me. Buy like a ton, 2 tons of them because you're going to rip right through them. They're fantastic. Fudgekitchens.com. You know the drill. They'll ship it around the country. Guys, there's a lot to talk about here. I mean, there's tons. And I need to really catch my breath here and really think about what I'm going to start with. First off, I'm going to start with this. The bar of the week this week on the Colin Thompson Show, presented by the original Fudge Kitchen, fudgekitchens.com, is Shots and Giggles in Key West, Florida. This place has been a home away from home for my friends, my family, a couple of my tight end buddies in the NFL for a long time. Stephen Hanya and their team down there are the best in the world. Their bartenders are great. The service is great. The drinks are cold. The atmosphere is fantastic. The game day vibes with the potluck and the way they celebrate the holidays. They're fantastic people who do business the right way. I mean, this is like your living room picked up and dropped in the heart of Key West right off the Wall Street. Shots and Giggles. Shots and Giggles, the best bar. I love it. Can't wait to see you guys soon. Check it out. Shots and Giggles, the bar of the week this week on the Colin Thompson Show, presented by the original Fudge Kitchen. All right, guys, let's move on to the Philadelphia Eagles. Where do you start? There is a major cultural issue with the Philadelphia Eagles. And I don't know what it is. Let me know what you think it is. Because they have a great owner. They have a great GM. They have a head coach that took the team to the Super Bowl early in his head coaching career. They have a quarterback that's really good, got paid a ton of money, he's overcome tons of adversity in his playing career, works his ass off, great guy. They have stud players in every key position on the football team. They have depth. They have great coordinators that have come and gone. But ever since that Super Bowl, the team doesn't look the same. And I don't know why. Great home field advantage. Tough weather for teams to come in and play in the cold weather. It's still hot in September in Philly too. It's not that easy to play there in September either. Stud players, great coordinators. What's wrong? I don't know. And I want to hear what you think it is because I'm lost for words. I don't know. For me, maybe I would have went down to Tampa this week on Monday and said, hey, bring your families. We're going to be a work week down in Tampa. We're going to get used to the heat. The heat's not going to be an excuse because we're going to practice at USF or one of the local high schools there. Something to mix it up because that's a great organization, great fan base, great ownership, GM, head coach, all these people. Saquon Barkley, missing a couple players, I get it. But so are a lot of teams around the league, and they're still looking. It just hasn't been clean for like a year plus. Why? I don't know. So let me know what you think. Just I don't know what to do. I'm lost for words. A team I'm not lost for words on, Minnesota Vikings. Super impressive. I mean, first off, the teams they've beaten, Texans, Niners, right? Green Bay, Giants, like that's hard to do to start the year. It's not like they played a ton of reps of preseason football in Minnesota either. But they have a great O-line. They have a great D-line. Their defensive coach Flores is nasty. They're all over the place. You don't know what they're bringing, and they're just getting started with that cover zero stuff, guys. There's layers upon layers upon layers to it, and you're going to see it Sunday morning on the national stage against the Jets. The Jets are in for one. The Vikings are for real, and it's by committee. There's great players at every level of the defense. There's great players at every level of the offense. And listen, the best part for that team is offensively, yeah, you're seeing the highlights, and you're seeing Sam Darnold, who you all know I've been pounding the table for. He's a stud. Kevin O'Connell's a stud. The organization is fantastic, top down, unbelievable culture. But they're making mistakes. You just don't see them on the highlights. Watch the tape. A couple false starts, some throws that may have been picked. The balls bounce their way a little bit. And those things are going to get fixed. So they're great now. What are they going to be when the mistakes get fixed? Watch out for the Vikings. Legitimate Super Bowl contenders, not just because they're hot and they're 4-0. No, because the mistakes that are being made, they're all fixable. There's teams around the NFL that are making mistakes that are not fixable. They're not. Bad contracts, bad coaching, whatever it is. So the Vikings, they should scare you because there are a lot of fixable mistakes on that team, and the sky's the limit for them. Let's move it to Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs, talk about culture, brought to you by Pure Encapsulations, a product I've been using for a really long time that's helped me sustain success and health throughout my playing career. Pure Encapsulations. I can't even say that, guys, so apologies. But team of this week that I've been keeping my eye on, guys, Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, you want to talk about culture and how they're doing their business the right way? Man, Kansas City's unstoppable. They're going to be shuffling players in and out of there, and it doesn't matter. Hurt, dinged up. They invest in defensive line. They invest in offensive line. They have the best player in the world playing quarterback. They have the current best coach in the NFL, and Andy Reid calling plays. Matt Nagy calling plays as well. Coach Spags calling plays defensively. And on the special team side of the ball, Coach Tobe's one of the best in the business. So they're going to be around because organizationally top down, they have fantastic coordinators. They have fantastic players. Their GM is one of the best, if not the best in the NFL. Those teams are built to last. Those teams are built to last. It was not rushed. They had a quarterback that sat the first year. So Kansas City, to me, I mean, I know it's an obvious statement, but it doesn't matter who's missing. Even could be their best receiver. They lost Tyreek Hill. He walked out the door. They won Super Bowl. Two. So I know it's an obvious statement, man, but Kansas City and what they have going on, pretty impressive. I'm paused here. I don't know what's going on. We got tech. All right, so the weekly video here about who are the coaches that are up next to be the next head coach. I think Ben Johnson with Detroit, he's been waiting for the right organization to bring him in. I think that's what's going on. It's like, what quarterback am I going to? What salary cap issues am I going to? For Ben Johnson, I think he's up next year to be a head coach somewhere and will actually take a job because there'll be right jobs available for him. Brian Flores, what they're doing defensively is super impressive. Super impressive. You saw the way he handled himself at the podium after Tua accused him of things that went down in Miami, like a pro and like a grown man saying, that hurts to hear. I need to be better. He's going to be up for something. Coach Spagnuolo with the Kansas City Chiefs. Does he even want a head coaching job? Who knows? But that's someone who culturally has done it at the highest level for a really long time, has had great defense with great players. He's had great defense with okay players. I mean, that's someone to keep an eye on too that I think I would bring in to say, yeah, it's not the prettiest hire with the young gun, high-flying offensive guy, but to get your culture right, Coach Spagnuolo would be that guy. And then lastly, man, what they're doing, it's hard not to talk about with the Washington Commanders. The consistent play at the quarterback position, Cliff Kingsbury at the OC spot, has a lot to do with it. For a rookie quarterback and an entire new offense with an entire new team, an entire new organization, he was written off for the Arizona Cardinals. A little bit in college. He was taking NFL jobs. He wasn't. He turned them down. He didn't. So right off the jump, top of my head, they're the four guys to me that are trending in the right direction that they should be candidates coming up next year. Let's talk about the Ravens run game. If you watched the Cowboys game from 2 weeks ago, you know this. Holy cow, the Ravens can run the football. And not like, yeah, no shit, Colin, Lamar Jackson, King Henry, we get it. Hill, they got a good O-line for the run game. Great. No. What Coach Monken's doing to dial things up offensively is remarkable. It's remarkable. Honestly, a lot of the run game stuff looks a lot like Greg Roman, who everybody in Baltimore wanted out of town. It's the same stuff. It's the zone read, jet sweep, tight end arc in here, running back coming across the formation, shifts in motion before the snap to get the front they want to run to advantageous situations. I mean, listen, the Ravens, they're going to run their way right to the Super Bowl. The only thing getting in their way is them. Can they stay healthy? Because what it takes to run the ball at that level is a lot of practice. And in practice, are you thumping? Are you getting hit a lot? Are you taking beatings? Like, are you beating up your own team in practice? Or are you staying healthy? Right? That's a defined line in the NFL. It's really hard to do. Can we stay sharp and also run the ball at a high level? Because at the end of the day, no one can stop that run game. Nobody. Dallas can't. The Bills can't. You can't. You can't compete with Lamar, Flowers, Ricard, multiple tight ends, the O-line, and people complain about the O-line. Any O-line can pass block if you're having success in the run game, period, because the play action pass is wide open. So the Ravens are just getting warmed up. They're just getting warmed up. And I think the Ravens, honestly, to me, Super Bowl contender after what they did to that team in Buffalo, who the week before looked like the best team in the NFL. Coach of the week, quarterback of the week, brought to you by Pure Encapsulations, a product that's helped me play, perform, train at a really high level for years. Check them out, guys. Pure Encapsulations. All right, guys, it's the Bucs. It's the Bucs. Todd Bowles, Baker Mayfield, what Todd does defensively, putting people in binds. All the simulated pressure. Is it cover zero? Is it not cover zero? Are you bringing 7 guys? You set the protection one way, they bring it the other way. It's hard to beat. And you saw the struggle it put on the Eagles. It puts a struggle on everybody. It put a major struggle on Detroit a couple of weeks ago, and they're one of the most efficient offenses in the league. Jared Goff, 18 for 18. So keep it real with the Bucs. Defense, fantastic. Coaching, fantastic. New offensive coordinator, they haven't skipped a beat. I mean, what they're doing from an offensive perspective, Baker, 30 for 47, 347, 2 tutties. He ran for 1-2, truck Reed Blankenship. Awesome. Love Baker. You guys know I love Baker. Huge Baker fan. Love him. Multiple guys rushing for over 100 yards total. Receiving-wise, Evans, 8 for 94. Godwin, 6 for 69. Otten, 6 for 52. Shepard, stud. Would be a really great player. It's a shame he's had so many injuries. 3 for 51. You know, Rashid Wright's involved. Trey Palmer's involved. They're spreading the ball around. They scored 33 points, and it kept it mixing and moving. Are we running? Are we passing? Is it play action? There's free access on the outside. The corner's 8 to 10 yards off. Hey, Mike Evans, here's a quick pitch and catch. 2nd and 4. They're keeping it simple. That's what is successful in the league now. It's run the ball, stop the run, bring pressure that screws people up, and how can we create quick and easy throws to get our guys the ball in space? It hasn't changed. Football hasn't changed. Everyone thinks it's this passing league now. It's a running league. Because if you can run the football, it opens up the entire offense. So shout out to Coach Bowles. Shout out to Baker, my boy. Tremendous team to watch. Keep an eye on them. They're going to be up and down throughout the year, right? It is what it is. But when it comes to playoff time, keep an eye on the Bucs to make a run deep in the NFC playoff picture. All right, guys, quick hitter from me. Excited to get down to Key West this weekend to shoot some Food Drinks football stuff. It's a project that we have coming soon. We're figuring out social media lives, what's going to happen. Some of the not for long media stuff is going to transfer into Food Drinks football. It's a new show that we created, checking out bars and restaurants and different things going around the country. So I'm really excited for that. Interviewing different servers, bartenders, patrons. We've been in some football stories along the way. We've been in, Kelly's in New Jersey, great spot in Asbury Park, Belmar area, Spring Lake. We've been to 4 bars in Key West, a distillery, rum distillery, Paul Menta, my boy. We've been to Houston, Texas, Zydeco. We've been to Frenchie's on the Water in St. Pete, in Clearwater. God, man, what's going on down there is really tragic. We're going to do what we can, and we'll make sure to share the links out to support them. And then we've been to, drum roll please, let's see. Los Gringos in Tampa, right next to the Bucs facility. My boy Ryan Wall, right next to the Bucs stadium and practice facility. My boy Ryan Wall, legend, and Gator guy. And Baker's been there too, which is cool. About all the Bucs administration supposedly walk by, front office people on a consistent basis. So excited for our new show. Thanks for checking us out, guys. Again, support our sponsor, the original Fudge Kitchen, fudgekitchens.com. And looking forward to talking to you guys next week. If you're listening to this show now and you get it done on a Tuesday night, I'll be on Sirius XM NFL Radio 7 to 8. Mad Dog Sports Radio tomorrow, 2 o'clock with Beetle and Decker. I love that show. I was able to rip it up. And then I joined Mike Gill on 97.3 ESPN, the best Philly sports talk radio guy, in my opinion. Best show. Not a lot of callers, if any. It's clean. It's unemotional. It's like a lot of fact stuff. I enjoy Mike. He has me on once a week at 2:30 on Tuesday. So appreciate you guys' support, and have a great week.